Hey everyone, today we are taking a look at the third and final of the trilogy, Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's been an interesting ride and it's, finally over. Once again, it was written by Jim Krieg, directed by Jeff Warminster, and voice directed by Wes Gleason. Solid cast. They do a good job with it. There were a couple changes. Corey Stoll, who you may know from Billions, or he played MODOK in the Ant-Man and the film. He takes over from Zachary Quinto, voicing Lex Luther. He does a great job voicing as Lex Luthor, and quite honestly, I mean, the man is bald, but I would love to see him do it in a live action. I thought it was that good, and he has that familiar thing that was in his character in Billions, so to see him do it in live action would be really great, but neither here nor there. There was a large spotlight on this entry on Mr. Terrific, played by Ato Asando. I really am in love with Mr. Terrific. I think he's a great character. It is really cool to see how much more he's being used. I mean, he's going to be in the Jim Gunn Superman film, so I really can't wait to see more of his him being used, and hopefully his popularity will go up. He's a great character. Now, this film does mark the end of the Tomorrowverse. Where it goes from here, I'm hearing rumors of, instead of having worlds, they'll have it like it previous was, where it's just stories. They weren't tied together in any way. It was just one good story after another. I thought that was better, but this, like everything else, for some reason, is tied to Flashpoint, which is one of the worst comics ever. It's one of the worst adaptations. I don't understand why they keep insisting on doing this stupid storyline. It's crap. Out of all the Flash stories that are out there, pick a different one. Flashpoint sucks ass. And Jeff Johns sucks for doing it. So now we got an animated version, TV version, movie version. Stop. It's enough. Enough. No more with the Flashpoint. Let's move on. Flash has got like some great villains, the Rogues, start seeing them more. But again, I'm rambling on. This does kind of hit all the points that you do remember for the books, things that happened to Wonder Woman, things that happened to Supergirl, things that happened to Psycho Pirate. It's all in this story, but tied together differently. I'm still trying to wrap my head around if I actually liked the explanation of the Anti-Monitor. I wasn't 100% happy with it, or the ending wasn't that thrilling either, at least in my opinion. It was an ending. Saying goodbye to like I said, bye to the Tomorrowverse. That's the end of it. Seeing that here nor there, whatever Warner and DC does next, I do hope they do keep some of the voice actors that they did have for the Tomorrowverse. I thought they did a good job, but they'll probably want to change it around and have other people do it, which, I get it. It's nice to mix it up, see who else can do the voice as well. Now, it is currently available on both digital and on Blu-ray and, HD or DVD and all the other formats. I apologize for the lateness of my review, but unfortunately, Warner had some problems with, I guess, the pressing of my copy, so I had a digital version with the time code, so I didn't even get to see the extras. I just saw the movie. I mean, there are extras. On both physical and digital, you have the multiverse of inspiration, John and John, Stuart and Constantine. And on digital only, you have an epic challenge, Crisis in Comics and Animation. Again, I wish I really got a chance to see this, but I gotta work with what I got. And unfortunately, I'm pretty lucky to get what I did get. The running time on this is about 98 minutes, 6 seconds. I did feel it dragged a lot in places. The excitement just wasn't there. I'm trying not to compare it to the comic that it comes from, and I'm trying to make it its own, but even as its own, I find it very hard to stand on. It's just wasn't that great, and just I felt the entire thing was kind of a letdown. It just, in a way, I'm glad that Tomorrowverse is over. I was never really thrilled with the entire animation style they chose for this version. Not that the New 52 animated series were that great either. Personally, again, it's the ones before they did Flashpoint, when it was just the individual characters were just, I felt those were a lot better. There was a stronger animation, those were stronger stories, some great adaptations of classic stories. Crisis on Two Earths, where they're fighting the crime syndicate. You have Batman under Red Hood, with the Red Hood saga, which I thought was a great job. So I do really hope they go back to that, having different types of animation like they did in the past. Now, next up, we are getting a 2-part Watchmen, which I'm really looking forward to, because Zack Snyder sucked, and I'll defend that, because if Zack understood the material, he'd understand that these people in costumes are as mortal as you and I, with an exception of Dr. Manhattan. A real person wouldn't hit through a stone pillar and not mangle his arm. But to all those Snyder people out there, screw you. You don't know what you're talking about. You're talking out of your ass. That makes me feel better. But overall, it's over. Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3 is out now. If you watched the first two, I definitely say check it out just to see how it ends. But again, I felt like it just fell off, and they could have done more. But it is what it is. As always, remember to like and subscribe if you did like this video. If you didn't, still like and subscribe. Check down below for where you can find us all over the web with our links. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me. And I'll catch you next time. Bye now.